We are all senior citizens, we all know a lot about Thiagaraja and Thiagaraja Saritram. We are old enough to have seen many TV shows and internet programs, Kathakalashevams and radio programs to learn a lot about Thiagaraja and his history. Right from T.S. Balakrishna Sastrigal era to Vishaka Hari and Dushyanta Sridhar era. So there is no need to elaborate on the Thiagaraja Saritram, but just as from the historical perspective, we could learn some interesting facts about the Saritram. Thiagaraja attained Mukti in the year 1847. So this is the 172nd anniversary of his attaining Mukti, which is being celebrated almost all over the world. And after he attained Mukti, apparently for about 55 to 60 years, there was no organized celebration of his attaining Mukti. Only around 1900 or 1905, his Sishyas and his descendants started celebrating something every year. But even that was not done on a very organized scale. There were different groups celebrating in different places, including Tiruvayara. And all of them were doing things on their own account, choosing Thiagaraja Kritis as they like. So this went on for a few years until 1940 apparently. So there was no organized Thiagaraja Aradhanai celebration as such. And one person who took active part in bringing together all this is a lady by the name of Bangalore Nagaratnamma. She spent a lot of years in her efforts to unify the whole set of groups, including donating all her assets and property to constructing a temple in Tiruvayara, or Adhishtanam, I should say, for Thiagaraja in Tiruvayara. So until 1940, these things went on towards unifying these groups. In 1941, they succeeded in bringing together all these disparate groups. And Harikesanallur Muttaya Bhagavathar was asked to preside over the first Thiagaraja Aradhana, and he recommended using the Pancharatna Kirtanas. He called them Pancharatna Kirtanas because they were like gems. From his point of view, they are so pleasant to hear and so organized with the swaras and lyrics. He really loved these 5 Kirtanas. He called them Pancharatna Kirtanas. And he suggested that every year, everyone should join together and sing these Pancharatna Kirtanas during the Aradhana. So from 1941 onwards, this practice was followed until today. So as far as the Pancharatna Kirtanas are concerned, this is the 79th anniversary of using the Pancharatna Kritis for the Aradhana. As far as Covai S3 is concerned, this is the very first time that Thiagaraja Aradhana is being formally celebrated here in the campus. We all remember Ram Ganesan, Santosham Extension 16. We all, at least those who have been around for a while here in S3, we all knew him, and even when he was in the US, my family knew his family very well, and even in the US he used to organize Thiagaraja Aradhanas in Houston. in the 1980s and the early 1990s. And I have even taken part in some of the Thiagaraja Aradhanas there in Houston. So last year an effort was made, I believe, to start celebrating Thiagaraja Aradhana here in S3. He took some active part in doing that too, but his health was not very good at that time, and there were some other obstacles in the way and some problems I hear. So last year efforts were practically in vain. So this is the first time it is being celebrated. We, some of us went to Saroja Mami and requested her to take the lead role in organizing this group and also in training and coaching and encouraging the group people to practice these kirtanas, so we can come together as a group and sing these kirtanas. So I would humbly say credit goes to Saroja Mami. We have been practicing almost for a month now, in the midst of so many other obstacles, like as usual, people had to travel, they had to attend weddings, and they had to go here, there, all these things. In spite of all that, we managed to go through many sessions, training sessions, practicing sessions. So ultimately, we decided we are in a fairly acceptable position today to go ahead and sing this song. I should also mention one other point. Some of us here in the group are not formally trained in music, classical music. And some of us are not even trained in singing Pancharatna Kirtanas very regularly. So in spite of that, Saroja Mami has gone to great lengths to coach us. So if you see any mistakes or discrepancies or anything in our singing, please bear with us. Fault is ours, including mine. Now let me introduce the violin and mridangam artists. The violinist here is Mr. Jayaprakash. He has a degree in music from Annamalai University, and he is now an instructor in violin at the Tamilisai Kalluri here locally. And he has been accompanying many leading young and budding artists the last few years. So let us give a big hand to him. And the mridangam artist here, Mr. Manikandan. He got his diploma in mridangam from Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, and he told me just now his gurus were Vadasittur Ramachandran, Udumalai Mayilswamy, and Chennai K.S. Kalidas. He has learned mridangam from these three gurus too, and he has accompanied a few artists here too. So we have some pretty good experience accompaniments here too. Let's give a big hand to him too. In addition to the S3 residents here, we have another guest from Chennai, who is Saroja Mami's sister, Lalita Mami. And both of them have given many concerts, and they have many years of experience singing. So I hope those two will take the real lead in this performance. So thank you all once again for coming, and we will start we will start with this Pancharatna Kirtanas, as you know, they are not like the regular Kirtanas. Each one of the Kirtanas has 10 stanzas in the Saranam, 8 or 10 stanzas in the Saranam. Each one of the stanzas has a what you call the Swara Covai, Swara sequence, which brilliantly defines the Ragam, each one of the Ragams, very beautifully. It is also followed by the lyrics, the words corresponding to the Swaras. So it is very pleasant to hear, and even those who have listened to it hundreds of times have told me they are never tired of listening to it. So this is a special Kirtanas. We will start with that, but before we go to the Pancharatna Kritis, we will sing a Ganapati prayer, which is also a Kirtana by Thiagaraja. We will start with that and then go to the Pancharatna Kirtanas one after another. So please stay back and listen. Thank you. This Ganapati prayer is in the Raga Saurashtram, and it is said to Adi Talam Rendugalai Saukam.
Jai Jai